Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? I think there's a very legitimate question to be asked about whether or not Derek Carr certainly should play this week. And I think there's a very legitimate question to ask if he should play over the final month of the season. Considering the shoulder injuries, that's of course the AC joint he hurt in the first month of the season. The injury he had on Sunday, also Dennis Allen disclosed rib injury, and then this is now the second time in 4 weeks that he's been in the concussion protocol. At some point, you legitimately look back and say, all right, do you have to protect your investment? In the way, I know it's not exactly the same because of the optics, but in many ways it's exactly the same. It's what happened with Tua last year with Miami. And Tua had a couple of really scary moments when he was concussed. And I know we talked about this at the time, and I don't mean for any to minimize this, but when Tua was concussed in the game where he locked up, we saw his hands and his fingers lock up. If you watch combat sports, if you watch boxing or MMA, this is common in MMA, you will see guys when they get knocked unconscious, their body lock up like that. So while that was, I think, scary for a lot of people, it was very common for people that watch. Quite honestly, people get concussed often, which I love MMA, and that happens. But it doesn't take away from the very real situation that, when you have multiple severe head injuries in a short amount of time, you have to sit back and let yourself heal and get to a point where you feel like you can actually go back and play and be effective again. So Tua missed 4 games a year ago as a result of those concussions. And I think listen, if Derek Carr passes the protocol and is cleared to return, he's going to play. I think we could probably all understand that. But I also think that it is the very real, sensible, practical thing to do to look at that situation and say, man, it's probably worth it for you to think about your life and make sure that you're as healthy as you can be before you give this a go again. It's also why you pay Jameis Winston the money you pay him as a backup quarterback. Elevate Jake Haener to be your backup in this time. You'd have Taysom Hill available as well as an emergency situation if you decided to go that route. But I think as this week goes along, and look, tomorrow's Wednesday, we'll get the first injury report of the week, and the Saints are playing the Carolina Panthers, who have 1 win on the season. And I'm not necessarily saying that this because of who the opponent is. Maybe subconsciously that factors in a smidge, but the reality is in the NFL, any given Sunday, the Carolina Panthers have won a game this year because anybody can win a game on a given Sunday. Look, yesterday, Jacksonville was a 10-point home favorite on Monday Night Football, and Jake Browning went and threw for 350 and beat him outright. So, look, the win that Carolina has is against the Texans. And there's few teams in the NFL playing as well because of C.J. Stroud, who's about to shatter the NFL rookie passing record to over 5,000 yards. So, yes, I think I will be very interested to see what the injury report looks like when it comes out. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.